I have to agree. When it comes to this, what I'm going to be speaking about, I actually agree with Helen Zille, what she's saying. So we all know in South Africa, the government has failed to give people employment. Mr. Ramaphosa failed to create employment for people to be employed. Instead, in him trying to solve the problem, he started giving people 350 grants, which are not even guaranteed they might enter or not enter. Like Zingena Masfuna. So Helen Zille is saying Ramaphosa is insulting people by giving them 350 because 350 doesn't do anything. It's an insult to people. So I want you guys to listen to her. Maybe you might also agree with her. I agree with what she's saying. Take a listen.
Well, the 350 is just nothing. I mean, what you want is a proper grant system for people who can't look after themselves. What you want is jobs for everybody. 350 is an insult to people. 350 is not government delivering.
So you would
it's
get
government,
rid of it.
It's government recognizing their failure to deliver. That's what it is.
So you would get rid of it.
Well, we have a system, our grant system looks at more generous grants, but far more jobs. So that you're widening your tax base so that you've got a much bigger tax base. Let's say 20 million personal taxpayers who then can pay their taxes, and then you've got a much bigger pool for grants to subsidize those who really need it. Most people who get grants and who get the 350 actually want to work. They don't want to live on 350 a month. It's an insult. What we want is all of those people in productive jobs, not EPWP jobs. Those are not real jobs.
Yeah.
We want them in productive jobs, building the country, coming home with pride, with a salary, being able to look after their children and put a plate of food on the table and get a table to put a plate of food on in the first place.
Yeah.
You just heard Helen Zille what she's saying. Yeah, you don't like white people, okay, it's fine. Maybe you are a black racist. Yeah, you don't like the DA, you don't like Helen Zille for their politics. Okay, it's fine. Their politics are too liberal. Okay, it's fine. But what she's saying makes sense. Mr. Ramaphosa failed to create employment. And what the country needs is not a 350 grant scheme that is not even guaranteed is going to enter. People need jobs. People who are receiving this grant, they are all waiting for jobs from the government. But we all know the government is not in a state or is not in capabilities of creating any employment because there's not even state-owned companies that are ready to employ people. There's not even industrialized industries. There's no industrialization in South Africa. And I doubt there will ever be industrialization under the new current Ramaphosa government of national unity. While they just recently signed the climate change law, I doubt industrialization will take place in South Africa anytime soon. South Africa signed a climate change law. I will explain one day, after I've gathered enough information, what this means for the future of the world and the future of South Africa. Because you are heading towards dark days, dark times. Times whereby you'll be paying tax to even breathe. But okay, it's fine. You don't believe me. Just wait and see. So that's the future we're heading. But in the current moment, before the World Economic Forum start with their 2030 plans, which they are already in motion. But before they start with their actual plans, if you know the World Economic Forum, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then you have to do your research. Stop saying, "Decent, what are you talking about?" I know what I'm talking about. I just choose not to say much sometimes on videos because I want people to go and do their own research. But whatever I say, it's always based on concrete information. It's always based on things that can be proven. You can always go and research. Everything I say on all my videos, there's always proof of the things I say. So yeah, Ramaphosa failed to create employment, and he's giving people 350. What would you do with 350? You won't do anything, let's be honest. It's an insult. And Helen Zille is right. It's an insult to people.